The Stoics of the ancient world, men like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, spent their lives asking one key question: how do we live wisely in the face of human nature? They knew that emotions, desires, and relationships could cloud judgment, but they also knew that human connection is one of the most powerful forces in life. Fast forward to today. We don't wear togas, we don't gather in Roman forums, but we face the same questions. When it comes to women, attraction often shows itself in ways that are subtle, almost hidden. If you learn to spot these small cues while staying calm and grounded, you'll see what others miss. In this episode, we'll explore 7 quiet but powerful signs a woman is secretly attracted to you. Each sign might seem small on its own, but together, they can paint a clear picture. And we'll do it through the timeless lens of Stoicism: patience, self-mastery, and observation. Let's get into it. Sign 1. She adjusts her appearance around you. One of the first and most telling signs of attraction is when a woman begins to adjust her appearance in your presence. This doesn't always mean a complete makeover or a dramatic shift in style. Often, it's the subtle, almost unconscious adjustments that reveal the most. She may tuck her hair behind her ear, tilt her head to make her face more visible, or quickly check her reflection in her phone screen. She might smooth out her clothes, straighten her jacket, or stand taller with improved posture. At first glance, these actions may look like nothing more than small habits, but when placed in context, they become clear signals that she is aware of how she is being perceived by you. Now, is this simply vanity? Not at all. Vanity is about showing off for anyone and everyone. This is different. In the language of Stoicism, these gestures belong to the category of externals, things that do not define her true character, but instead reveal her current state of mind. When she makes the effort, consciously or subconsciously, to adjust her appearance around you, she is quietly communicating something important. I want to look good for you. I want your attention. It's not about impressing the whole room. It's about impressing you. Think carefully about the context. Why would she touch up her lip gloss in the middle of an ordinary coffee shop hangout? Why would she suddenly pull her shoulders back and fix her posture as soon as you join the group? These aren't random coincidences. They are subtle, yet deliberate, adjustments aimed at catching and keeping your eye. And even if she doesn't realize she's doing it, the message is still there. She values your opinion and is signaling her interest. This is where a Stoic mindset becomes your advantage. The average man sees this and either ignores it completely or overreacts by jumping to conclusions. The Stoic man, however, takes the middle path. He observes calmly, without being swept up in excitement or ego. He doesn't assume attraction based on a single adjustment, but he notices when a pattern begins to emerge. If these gestures repeat themselves consistently when you're around, it's no longer a coincidence. It's attraction in motion. The key lesson: stay grounded, stay observant, and let her actions reveal what words may not. Sign 2. She gives you quick, stolen glances. One of the most classic and revealing signs of attraction is the quick, stolen glance. Think about the last time you caught someone looking at you from across the room. Maybe at a party, in class, at work, or even in a coffee shop. You notice their eyes on you for a moment, but as soon as you turn to meet their gaze, they immediately look away. That moment is not random. In fact, it often speaks louder than words. When a woman sneaks glances at you, it's because she's curious. She's interested in you enough to study you when she thinks you won't notice, but at the same time, she doesn't want to expose her feelings too soon. It's a safe way for her to explore her attraction without risking vulnerability. The Stoics understood human nature better than most. They taught that much of our behavior is driven by unconscious impulses, hidden desires, and quiet motivations we don't even fully recognize in ourselves. A woman glancing at you repeatedly is one of those unconscious signals. She may not even realize she's doing it. But beneath the surface, her mind is already saying, I want to know more about him. I'm drawn in, but I'm not ready to show it outright. These stolen glances are like whispers of interest. They aren't loud or obvious, but they reveal more than she intends. Now, context matters. If you catch her glancing at you once, that could just be chance. Maybe she was looking in your direction for another reason. But if it happens repeatedly, in different situations, across a crowded room, while you're talking to friends, or even during a group conversation when her focus should technically be elsewhere, then the pattern is too strong to ignore. The frequency tells you everything. Consistent stolen glances mean you've captured her attention in a way that goes beyond casual politeness. So how should you respond? The worst thing you could do is stare her down like you're trying to prove a point. That creates tension and can make her uncomfortable. Instead, the Stoic response is calm acknowledgement. If you catch her looking, hold her gaze for a brief moment, just long enough to show you've noticed, and then look away with quiet confidence. This subtle action sends a clear but composed message. I see you. I'm comfortable. I'm not desperate for your attention. Attraction is not about rushing or forcing the moment. It's like a slow dance. Each stolen glance is a step in that dance. And if you remain grounded, patient, and observant, those fleeting looks can grow into deeper signals that open the door to something real. Sign 3. She laughs and smiles more with you. Laughter is one of the clearest and most universal signs of comfort. It breaks down walls, lightens the mood, and signals joy. When a woman is around you and she smiles more often, laughs more freely, or even chuckles at your jokes that aren't really that funny, it's usually not just courtesy. It's interest. Think about it. People don't go out of their way to smile and laugh with someone who makes them uncomfortable or who doesn't spark something inside them. If she consistently lights up in your presence, she's sending a strong nonverbal message that she enjoys not only what you say, but also who you are. The Stoics understood that emotions cannot always be hidden. As much as we may try to appear neutral or unaffected, feelings slip through in expressions, tone, and body language. A smile, a playful laugh, or even a small smirk is often her way of lowering her defenses and letting you know she feels good around you. For her, this is a form of vulnerability. She is revealing that she finds your presence enjoyable. Epictetus would remind us that what lies within cannot be fully disguised. Sooner or later, the inner state shows itself outwardly. Now, the key is to pay attention not only to whether she laughs, but also to how she laughs. Is her laughter light and playful, almost teasing in tone? Does she throw her head back, genuinely amused? Does she lean in closer, touch your arm, or lock eyes with you while laughing? These are all subtle multipliers of attraction, ways she's showing that her enjoyment is tied to you and not just to the situation. A polite laugh is quick and shallow. A smile that reaches the eyes and a laugh that lingers are something much deeper. That said, you must not get swept away by excitement or let her laughter cloud your judgment. Just as Seneca once wrote, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." We can apply the same principle here. The greatest remedy for eagerness is patience. Laughter is a positive sign, but it's not a final answer. It's an opening, not a conclusion. The Stoic way is to observe calmly, remain grounded, and allow things to unfold in their own time. Her laughter tells you she's interested. Your restraint and composure will ensure that interest grows into something more real. Sign 4. She holds eye contact just a little too long. Eye contact is one of the most intimate, unspoken ways humans communicate. Long before words existed, our ancestors relied on looks and gestures to send signals. And today, eye contact still carries that primal weight. When a woman locks eyes with you, not just for a casual glance, but for a heartbeat longer than normal, it's rarely meaningless. It's her way of telling you something without speaking. In those few extra seconds, she's expressing curiosity, attraction, or even testing whether you'll notice and respond with confidence. These silent exchanges are often more powerful than words, because the eyes reveal what people try to hide. You've heard the saying, "The eyes are windows to the soul." That's not just poetry. In psychology and in everyday life, our gaze communicates emotions we might not feel comfortable admitting. A woman who holds eye contact a little too long is letting her guard down, even if just slightly. It's her way of saying, "I see you, and I want you to see me too." And this isn't something women do with just anyone. Polite eye contact in conversation is one thing. Extended, charged eye contact is something else entirely. It signals vulnerability, openness, and attraction all rolled into one. But here's where the Stoic perspective is essential. Don't rush to conclusions after one look. Context matters. If that prolonged gaze is paired with other cues, like a soft smile, a playful tilt of the head, or her eyes flicking toward your lips, then the signal becomes much stronger. Alone, it could simply be her being thoughtful or attentive. But when combined with these subtle layers, it's attraction made visible. The Stoics remind us to observe patiently, to take in the whole picture before forming a judgment. Eye contact is powerful, but it doesn't exist in a vacuum. So how should you respond when you catch her holding your gaze? The answer is with calm assurance. Don't flinch, don't dart your eyes to the floor, and don't overdo it by staring her down like you're trying to hypnotize her. Instead, hold her gaze briefly, match her energy, and then look away with composure. This shows confidence without aggression, awareness without desperation. In those moments, your response says as much about you as her glance does about her. Balance is key, and the man who can master balance in the face of attraction shows the kind of grounded strength that women naturally gravitate toward. If you're finding this helpful, remember to subscribe to Stoic 24 and hit the bell icon so you don't miss future videos on attraction, relationships, and Stoic wisdom. Sign 5. She finds subtle ways to touch you. Touch is one of the oldest and most natural forms of communication between people, and it carries a weight that words often can't. When a woman is attracted to you, she'll look for excuses to bridge that invisible gap between your personal spaces. These moments are rarely grand or obvious. Instead, they're quiet, almost accidental seeming gestures that test how comfortable you are with her and how you'll respond. A playful tap on your arm when you joke with her, a gentle brush of her hand against yours as you walk side by side, or the way she leans in close during conversation so that her shoulder brushes yours. None of these are accidents. They are subtle invitations, her way of saying without words, "I like being near you. I want to feel that connection." From a Stoic perspective, this is a perfect example of how much meaning can be hidden in small actions. Epictetus reminded his students not to get carried away by first impressions, and that lesson applies here. One brush of her hand doesn't mean she's fallen for you. But if these touches repeat themselves, if they linger longer than necessary, or if she looks pleased when they happen, you are not imagining things. She is showing attraction in the most human, physical way possible. It's also important to note the difference between casual contact and deliberate touch. A crowded room or a busy street might lead to accidental brushes. But when she finds little, playful ways to initiate contact even when it isn't necessary, that's when you should take notice. She is testing the waters, seeing if you welcome her closeness, and building comfort step by step. So how should you respond? The Stoic way is to meet her gesture with balance. Don't pull away in panic, but also don't smother her with over-the-top affection. If she taps your arm, you can lightly tap hers back. If she leans close, you can stay steady and let the moment breathe. By showing calm confidence, you're signaling that you're comfortable with intimacy, but not desperate for it. This quiet assurance is deeply attractive. In the end, touch is about trust. A woman who likes you will break that physical barrier, not all at once, but in small, meaningful steps. Your role is simply to notice, stay grounded, and let the bond grow naturally. Sign 6. She gets nervous around you. This is one of the most misunderstood signs of attraction, and it's where a lot of men misread the situation. Many guys assume that if a woman seems nervous, fidgety, or avoids direct eye contact, it must mean she's not interested. But in reality, the opposite is often true. Nervousness doesn't equal disinterest. It can actually be a strong signal of attraction. Think about it. When someone stirs up emotions inside us, our body reacts in ways we can't always control. If she blushes when you compliment her, laughs at things that aren't even that funny, plays with her necklace or sleeve, or stumbles over her words when you're around, it's not boredom. It's intensity. She feels something, and that energy has to go somewhere. Attraction is rarely smooth and polished in the beginning. It's messy, unpredictable, and emotional. The Stoics understood this. They knew that powerful emotions often show themselves in physical ways we can't always hide. Epictetus reminded us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Apply this directly to dating. If you notice her getting flustered, don't take it as a rejection. Don't retreat into frustration. Instead, recognize what's really happening. Her emotions are stirred, and she's trying to process that energy. This is where your role as a grounded, modern Stoic man comes in. If she's nervous, the worst thing you can do is get nervous yourself. Anxiety feeding on anxiety kills the moment. But if you remain calm, steady, and confident, you create an environment where she feels safe to relax. She'll pick up on your composure. Your unshaken energy tells her, without words, it's okay. You can be yourself around me. That's incredibly attractive. And here's the key. Nervousness is hard to fake. Blushing, shaky hands, avoiding your gaze, or laughing at nothing are real-time signals that her emotions are stronger than she's letting on. If you start noticing these signs consistently, it's not a coincidence. It's her body revealing what her words might not. The Stoic mindset encourages us to see these signals for what they are, glimpses into her inner state. So don't overthink, don't rush, and don't misinterpret nervousness as rejection. More often than not, it's attraction in disguise. Sign 7. She wants to spend time with you. Of all the signs, this one carries the most weight. If a woman is genuinely interested, she will create opportunities to be near you. She'll join group plans if she knows you'll be there. She'll suggest activities you can do together. She'll accidentally show up in places you hang out. And when you make plans, she'll rarely cancel. In Stoic philosophy, we're told to look not at words, but at actions. Words can mislead. Actions reveal the truth. If she keeps showing up, if she consistently finds ways to spend time with you, it's because she values your presence. And that's one of the clearest signs of attraction you'll ever get. Notice also how she acts when it's time to part ways. Does she linger a little longer, hesitate before saying goodbye, or drop hints about seeing you again? That's no accident. That's interest. Attraction doesn't always come in big, obvious gestures. More often, it lives in the small details. The way she touches her hair, the way her eyes meet yours, the way she laughs just a little louder around you. The Stoic path reminds us to observe calmly, to avoid overthinking, and to stay grounded. Don't rush. Don't assume after one small sign. Instead, Look for patterns. Notice the consistency. And when you see those signs building together, the appearance adjustments, the stolen glances, the laughter, the eye contact, the touch, the nervous energy, and the effort to spend time with you, then you can be confident that attraction is there. Your role as a modern Stoic man is not to react with desperation or excitement, but with calm confidence. Let the connection unfold naturally, step by step. Thanks for tuning in today. If you got value from this video, remember to subscribe to Stoic 24 and hit the bell icon so you never miss more insights on attraction and relationships through the Stoic lens. Until next time, stay patient, stay grounded, and stay strong.